Right, didn't hit pause, so this will be a whole new video. Number 2, be this one. Okay, so that one is part 1. This is the end of part 1, number 2. Okay, so I'm not going to join them together because what happens is I speak out of time. You get it? So this is what I want you to listen to, though.
I'm kind of like a finger. What does
when a man...
I found out last night that my wife, my partner of 15 years, has been cheating on me with a coworker I used to work with as well, since December. Since about December, November, we've been having problems. And I told her from day one, because she's done this before, except it wasn't actually sex, it was just talking. We're married with children, she works nights, and she would always get home around 11:30, started getting home about 2, 3 o'clock. And I knew something was going on. And I told her, you're going to find somebody that's going to tell you what you want to hear while we're having problems. And you're going to go to that person and you're going to make a mistake. I didn't think it would be her admitting that he's been in his bed over a dozen times, naked. My wife. God, I haven't even cried yet. I don't know how to feel. That's mine. She has no remorse. All she can say is now that I'm abusive. You get caught cheating. Now I'm abusive. We're gonna go to court and she's gonna try and prove that I'm abusive because I've thrown furniture and we've yelled at each other and we've grabbed each other. Yeah, we've been physical, but since December, it's June. Last month, she asked if I could help him get a job where I work because he was tired of being a line cook at Chili's. A real winner. My wife. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm making a video. I just want some support. Please. I need some men standing up for men because I never would have ever thought she was capable.
You see these types of videos and it just saddens us as men to see a guy in a position like this where he clearly loves this woman. He clearly wants to keep his family together, but he doesn't have a fighting chance in hell to do it.
People who lack this kind of empathy will create radical destruction, especially for these children. This is a dynamic that is using love to hurt each other. And if somebody can justify and create some sort of a behavior they would never want to be on the receiving end of, and call this somehow fine or good, or I'm the good person, and if you don't keep feeding my terrible behavior, I'm going to find another way to destroy you more. I think the only chance your kids have to make it so there's a safe place in this world that empathy exists is going to be at Dad's house. But you have to know how to build and be around other men because we build things much faster together.
So if you're going through it right now, or if you've been there and you're struggling to recover, just know that you're not alone, brother.
You don't have to be from now on. You need to join the communities. Come with the Warriors Way, come with the King's Community. Join in with men's organizations that do mentorship to teach autonomy and strength and leadership, compassion, and hold the damn line from evil behavior.
Stay strong, Kings.
Right. Now, he said there, she's going to go for half and get the kids and everything because he's become abusive. Mate, he's not an abusive bloke. He's angry. He's got every right to be angry. Do I believe that, a man should put hands on a woman? No. But a man's got a right to defend himself, no matter what. I've heard blokes say, they've stood there and they've taken the punches. I have. I've stood there and taken them. For that situation. But then there's other ones. And a woman's gone to hit me for no reason. I don't strike him, I'll block it. That's not wrong. We all need to know our places. It's like that cop who's pulled his gun on the bad guy and he's killed him. Now that copper is bawling his eyes out. He's gone to mush. Right? There are police members there that are feeling it, right? There are sad moments, yes, when a police officer had to pull, and it didn't have to go that way, but it might have been for a kid, it might have been for youth, everything else. But when it's straight out and out a bad guy, like I can show you this clip. They talked for 2 hours with this big bloke, and he was determined he was going to kill one of the coppers. By then, after 2 hours, I would have gotten a bit of a thick skin going, this bloke's an idiot. He needs to go anyway, right? And it happened, and bang. And then as soon as it was down on the ground, this copper went to spastic. I understand shock. This wasn't shock. He actually had full-on remorse. Like he regretted what he did. Not the job for you, buddy. Not the job for you. You know, as firemen would say, if you can't handle the heat, don't become a fireman. Because we're the ones running into the flames. You know, I did security and I've done other bits of security, bodyguard work, diplomatic work and all of that, right? I can tell you now that at the smell, at the wind change, if the wind changed quick, I was heading in that direction faster than it came. I'll be the first one in and the last one out, and that will always make me look like the aggressor, right? But I'm not, right? You know, yeah, and you are thinking, got to find the job, and people need to be telling people this isn't the job for you. We appreciate what you're trying to do and help. Yep, good. But it's not a job for you, because your actions are actually making it look bad. Seeing that, it makes him looks like they've made a bad call. It does. We're not doing that anymore. You know, we're doing giving him counselling. You know? Don't want to tell you how, and I'm not using women, this can be the same to anyone. But some police members and women as well, police officers, women have been put to the desk. Do you want to know how evil some partners can be? Right? So, say a police officer, problem at home, marriage, whatever, wife or, you know, husband, his wife's a police officer, you know, they go and do? They go and get a restraining order put on them for no reason whatsoever. Because they know this, regardless if they're police, as soon as a restraining order is put on them, they can't hold a gun. So they put the desk duties. How's that? How's that? That's how some people are living. I would rather be in a relationship where there's no more happiness. It's just this. Because they don't want, they'll end it when they get the right reason. And as I said before, you know, is the torch on? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I saw it. I'm just around the corner. Not interested in that. Is it on? I don't care where you are. Is it on? Yes. You know, I used to do a thing with the guys when I was doing security, and you know what, we were tight, you know, and I can say this, we were best mates at work. We loved each other, we'd have each other's back, we'd laugh at work. The friendship was at work. Do you know how many friendships there are at work that stay at work? They don't come home. You don't meet up with them after work. You might have worked with the bloke for 15 years at Ford factory on that assembly line, and he's never been to your house and you've never been to his house. You've met his wife and he's met your wife and kids and stuff like that at the company barbecues. But you two are this, mate. This. Do you know how many hearts were broken when the Ford factory went? People just wouldn't see each other again. They don't work together anymore. But that was a real friendship. Crowd controllers, and I know, I'll form that feeling with pubs I've worked at. And we get moved on because the managers come in and the manager doesn't like us, yet the pub's running fine. You know, I miss my job. I really do. I miss security. But it's easy. You know why? Because what I miss isn't there anymore. So if it's not there, I can't miss it. Because it's not there anymore. People aren't like that anymore. So what I'm saying is yeah, it's okay to talk. But talk about stuff that's relevant to your situation that does bother you. But if you've been right doing it, don't talk. Don't make something that was the right thing to do look like a bad thing to do. Because look what's happening. People are not doing anything. And bad things are happening. Okay? So go and get a pie. Or else I'll finger your bum.